It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Boy, after all the build-up and all the hype in the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Sooners keep the football on the move. Looking to throw it on first down. Not able to connect, incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They're going to run it. Get a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. It's a shotgun run call. Oh, what a move. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Snags the quick throw. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him walk through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Second down play coming up. Wants to throw it. Comes up with the catch. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's caught. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And there's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. Now comes the field goal unit. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's complete. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Looking to chuck it again. And the ball is hauled in. And gain enough to set up 1st down now at the 39. Good job there finding the back on that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective 3rd down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the 1st down.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Oh, what a cut, and still going. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
That is 2 consecutive runs for 1st downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
The Sooners will line up now. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game. It's soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
The BAT is good, so it's 13-7. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Here comes a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
He escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run. also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Offense looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Running with purpose. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Gives it to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And it's a bunch formation. And the same runner's got it again. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first and still going. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. Fighting him off.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they finally stop it, but a decent game that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. The pass is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring trip. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. The shotgun handoff here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Catch made on the out route. The game is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out. It is crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. This will be the first punt for this offense tonight. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. That one lands and bounces out. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Fights through a tackle. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The receiver grabs it. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a 1st down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Provo. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think this receiver is so much fun to watch, Chris. I think he's as good as anybody in college football this year. Great job of the quarterback recognizing an opportunity. He gets him the football and is rewarded with a touchdown.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.